This conference will now be recorded.
Uh, 1 minute, guys. Yes, today's topic is called Bloody Years. So why I called it Bloody Years? Because it is the beginning of Azerbaijan-Armenian conflict. So the newcomers, I mean that Afshin, Babaj, and Ferd, you didn't join our lesson before because we have discussed how Russia occupied Azerbaijan territories at the beginning of 19th century. Remained under the Russian occupation more than 100 years. So Russia occupied Azerbaijan in 1828. So after the occupation of Azerbaijani territories, yes, Iran and Russian Empire, they divided Azerbaijan territories into two parts. Southern part of Azerbaijan remained under the Iranian control. Yeah.
Didn't we learn about that during the the Azerbaijan history?
Yeah, we have already discussed that, how Russia occupied Azerbaijan, how they divided Azerbaijan territories into two parts. So it happened in between 1804 and 1828, where there was a Russian-Iran war over Azerbaijan territories. The war resulted in Russia's victory. Russia took the northern part of Azerbaijan, took over the northern part of Azerbaijan, yes. After that, they resettled Armenian population to Azerbaijan, yes. Before that, Armenians were not majority in Azerbaijan, yes. But what happened? Russia intentionally, in order to get support from the Christian population in Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, yes, they intentionally settled Armenian population to Azerbaijan. And over 100 years, they resettled more than 1 million Armenians to Azerbaijan territories. So it was the beginning of the conflict because they intentionally put Armenian population in Azerbaijan territory, especially in Karabakh. So later, they created artificial conflict between Armenians and Azerbaijan. Why? Why do you think they put the Armenian population in Azerbaijan territories? Why do you think? Maj, why do you think?
Because they were was it because Russia had nowhere else to put, like Armenia didn't have much land?
No. The Armenians were Christian. They were close to the Russians. Yes, it's not the problem. Yeah,
they did it because they wanted to have protection from Muslims.
Yeah, they
to not be surrounded by Muslims.
Also,
yes,
did Russia take the western part of Azerbaijan?
Yeah, of course, all the northern western part of Azerbaijan were under Russia. The northern, when we say northern Azerbaijan, yes, it also consists of several parts. Western northern Azerbaijan and southern Azerbaijan. So it's a different thing, yes. The northern Azerbaijan is also different. It consists of different parts. So guys, the purpose was why? Have you ever heard about divide and rule principle of great empires? Superpowers. They usually implement a policy which is called divide and rule. What does that mean? If you want to control any region, any occupied region easily, what usually great empires do, you know, they divide and rule. What does it mean, guys? What do you think? Babach, what do you think? What is it? Divide and rule.
I'm not sure.
Let's say you are empire, yes, a huge empire. You have a huge empire, yes. So you have occupied Farid's territories and Afshin's territories and territories, yes. Let's say. So if you want to control them easily, yes. So you need to apply to the divide and rule principle. What does it mean? You just create the conflict between them, and yes, artificial conflict. So they fight each other, and you observe that, and you don't interfere, and sometimes support the action.
You can sometimes you can say like one is better than the other, and then they'll be angry, so they like fight.
Yes. It's got artificial conflict. Yes, Russia did the same thing, guys. It is not correct to say we have been enemy with Armenians since ancient times. It's not correct. Okay, this conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia was created artificially. It's not the conflict between Azerbaijan, because Armenians had not a state since 4th century AD. They just lived in Europe, in modern Turkey, and they didn't have a unit state. Yes, you are right, guys. So that's why it was created by Armenia, Russia intentionally. But what time? At the beginning of the 20th century, the situation, political stability, there wasn't the political stability in Russia. Russia had the problems in its political issue, let's say, because why? Russia had lost a war with Japan. The people were not satisfied with the Russian government. There was a strikes and within the Russian Empire against the Russian government. So overall, people were not happy with the Russian government. Yes, you know what's a strike or the protest against the Russian government? Yes. So in order to solve their domestic problems, to let's say that take the people's attention from the domestic problems to other problems, what they did, they created problems. They created the artificial conflict between Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijanis and Armenians, they did not focus on the problems of Russian Empire. They just fought with each other. And I mean that Russian government took the divert attention of the people from domestic problems to the conflict. Did you understand? Yes, Farid.
The question says, how many times did Armenians commit genocide against Azerbaijanis? Wasn't it 3 times?
Yeah. Yes, 3 times. First one was, which we will today discuss, 1905 and 1906 massacres against Azerbaijan. Yes.
Wasn't the first one about 100 years ago? The second one was about 30 years ago, and the third one was like last year.
First one is 19. I'm going to write in chart. 1905 and 1906. Second one is 1918 March 31. Third one is Khojaly tragedy. Okay. But today we will start with the bloody years. I mean, 1955 and 1906 massacres against the Azerbaijanis. So at that time, guys, so what was the problem? Why Armenians killed many Azerbaijanis at that time? Because Azerbaijan and Armenians and Azerbaijanis were under Russian occupation at that time. They were living under Russian occupation. Yes. But the advantage of the Armenians was that they had organization. That I mean a political organization, because in contrast to Azerbaijanis, there were many Armenians living in Europe. They had a politically well organized. They had created their own organization, which was also known as Dashnakstyun Party. They had created the Dashnakstyun Party. It was the first Armenian organization created in Switzerland in 1890, and the first Armenian organization. Dashnakstyun Party, guys, was to create a huge Armenian empire, to restore great Armenian empire. Actually, they openly showed in declaration that their purpose was to restore the great Armenian state, because they believe that Armenians, they had a great empire in the past, but it was destroyed. Yes, they wanted to restore it. they put the blame on the Azerbaijanis or Turks, and they said that in order to create huge Armenian state, we are ready to kill Azerbaijani.
You keep like lagging.
So show that this point in their declaration, they said that Turks are lucky. Why? Check my internet connection. Maybe I have opened that. What about now? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Am I lagging or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
You're lagging.
The only thing is your camera is a bit buggy.
Okay. Let me check my.
Delayed by that.
1 minute, guys, please. Sorry, guys. Internet problem here, but am I lagging now? But I don't know what happens.
No.
You're not lagging
No,
any.
it's okay. Okay, I'll turn off my camera. Turn off my camera. So maybe
Should
it
we
will
turn off
help us.
ours? It might help.
What?
It might help if we turn off ours as well.
Yeah,
Maybe
it would be better.
you
Yeah.
could switch your device.
No, switch off your camera, please. If it is possible. It happens to me the first time. It happens to me. There is something problem in internet here. Okay, guys. So yeah, did you understand? So the Armenians, they were well organized than us before that. Yes. So Russia intentionally they helped the Armenian population and they weaponized them, and also the Shneptun party. They weaponized the people in Azerbaijan, Armenian population in Azerbaijan. So they attacked on Azerbaijani people in starting in 1905. Do you hear me now? Am I?
Yeah, I hear.
You're just lagging again. You just glitched. Just a tiny bit.
I can't see your screen.
Ah, yes. You can't see. Maybe I'll leave classroom and join again. It will help us in 1 minute.
Okay.
Whoop.
Whoa, another organizer.
Cool. You're still gonna have to. Jalil is the
people.
organizer. But you're still gonna have to make the actual organizer back to the normal.
Oi, I can make everyone the organizer. Yay!
Mallay's the organizer.
Share something. I'm now the organizer. Well, all of us.
This
Oh,
conference will now be recorded.
Oh no, what have we done? Oh no. Oh no, he's coming, oh no. It's working now.
Okay. Am I lagging or National
No.
Student Party and a greater?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
It's good now.
Guys, so Armenians, I had mentioned before, Armenians, they were well organized than us at that time because they were living in Europe. So they hadn't stayed there. That's why the many people of Armenian population, they were living in different parts of the world, including European countries, yes. So, for example, a group of people, young Albanians, they had created a Dashnakstyum party in the Switzerland. The purpose of the party was just to restore the great Armenian state, just in a great Armenian illusion. So even they clearly, openly, they declared in their statement that in order to reach their purpose, they even are ready to kill the Azerbaijani Turks because they blamed Azerbaijanis or Turks to destroy the Armenian state. So they thought that Azerbaijanis were the enemies of the Armenians. It's not Azerbaijanis, but they called us Turks. Not Azerbaijanis, but Turks, yes? So this party, this Dashnakstyum party, making collaboration with the Russian government, they started to attack Azerbaijani Turks starting from the 1905. So this event, which lasted 2 years, is also known as Azerbaijani massacres, Turks massacres in 1905 and 1906. So it was the first massacres of Azerbaijani Turks by Armenians. At the beginning, we lost the battles because Armenians were ready for that, because they had weapons, because Dashnakstyum party weaponized them, they helped Armenian population to be weaponized. And the Russian government also supported them secretly, not openly, but secretly, because both of the nations were living under Russian occupation. So it was dangerous to give open support to the Azerbaijanis or the Armenians at that time. So the conflict started in Baku, guys, in February 1905. You see, it is the original photo I have put here. So one Muslim person had been killed by the Armenians, and so you see it's his corpse on the middle of the street. These events, guys, not only happened in Baku, but also spread to the other parts of Azerbaijan. Armenians killed the Azerbaijani Turks in Nakhchivan, Shusha, Yelizavetpol, in Genza, yes. But the Russian government did not do anything to prevent these events, guys. They just simply observed what happens. They didn't interfere to the issues to prevent the conflict or massacres of Azerbaijani Turks. Yeah. So as a result, these massacres, the many Azerbaijani Turks were killed in Nakhchivan, Zengezur, Baku, Shusha. Yes. They were forced to leave their homelands. So the Armenians started to claim that Karabakh is the Armenian territory, and they wanted to force all Azerbaijani Turks, to drive all Azerbaijani Turks out of the Karabakh. Yeah. So these events showed that actually the Azerbaijanis should be careful, because Armenians were seeing Azerbaijani Turks as their enemies. But guys, what do you think? How did we prevent Armenians massacres at that time? How do you think
we got didn't we was it because we had friends with Turkey?
No, at that time, of course, Azerbaijan were under the Russian occupation. Turkey could not support us directly. Turkey couldn't directly support us at that time.
Did Turkey help us on the last war?
No. At that time, no, because as I mentioned
Didn't
before,
Turkey help?
This one.
Didn't Turkey help us because they were also being blamed?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. At that time there wasn't any Turkey at that time because Turkey was called the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, it
So
was the Ottoman Empire. So
yeah,
like
they had also problems with Armenians because before the Azerbaijan Armenians they had claim to the Ottoman Empire. They thought that Great Armenian state also included Turkish territories, modern Turkey, yes, Ottoman Empire. So, but Ottoman Empire guys, they punched Armenians at that time. So they punched Armenians. Then Armenian they saw that it's not possible to get any land from the Ottomans. Then they changed their attention to Azerbaijan. Yes, they wanted to get the land from the Azerbaijanis by committing massacre against them in Karabakh. Did you understand? So I mean that, guys. Armenians and hostility towards the Turks is not only about Azerbaijanis. The conflict actually started against the Ottomans. Then they saw that it's not possible to defeat the Ottoman Turks because Ottoman was a great empire at that time. Yeah, then they changed their attention to Azerbaijan because they thought that Azerbaijan was weaker. Azerbaijan was weaker than Ottoman Empire, so it was easy to get the land from Azerbaijan, as well as Russia supported them, gave them weapons, guns to commit a crime against Azerbaijanis. And Russia did not stop these massacres. So, but how do you think we prevented or stopped these massacres, guys, at that time?
I'm not really sure,
Mhm.
but didn't the Azerbaijans and Turkish work together to stop it?
No, I have already mentioned Turkey did not help us at that time. Because we were under the Russian occupation, Turkey couldn't directly interfere Russian Empire's internal affairs.
Did Turkey help Azerbaijan not on this war, but the last one?
Can you please repeat that? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Did Turkey help Azerbaijan with the war? Not on this war, but the last one.
Yeah, of course, Turkey supported us in the last war, in Karabakh War. Yes, so of course they supported us even in 1918. Turkey supported us in order to prevent these massacres against Azerbaijan, but it's exception because in that conflict, in that massacre, Turkey could not help us because, as I mentioned before, Azerbaijan was under Russian occupation and Turkey could not directly interfere Russia's internal affairs. Okay, because it would cause the war between Russia and Turkey. Of course, so Turkey avoided this conflict coming into conflict with the Russian Empire, huge Russian Empire. So that's why they didn't help us. Okay? Did you understand? So, guys, the solution actually was solution came from the Azerbaijanis himself. So we didn't have weapons to fight against Azerbaijan. We didn't have any organization to be organized because we were purely organized. Yes, no weapon, no organization, no military forces against the Armenians. Yes, no financial support from the foreign countries or so that's why Azerbaijani intelligence. Yes, do you know what's intelligentsia? The people. Yeah, do you know? The people intellectuals. I mean that people are how can I say? There are certain people in the society have a high level of literacy level in comparison to the rest of people. So Azerbaijani intelligence at that time, they realized that if they would not do anything to prevent Armenians, it would be disaster for Azerbaijanis. Yes, Armenian would kill all Azerbaijanis almost. Yes, that's why. So they decided to do something to stop Armenian massacre against Azerbaijanis. So what they did, Azerbaijani, one of the intellectuals in Azerbaijan at that time, Ahmed Ağaoğlu, he was famous writer and how can I say, and he had studied in Europe and Strasbourg in France. So he came back to Azerbaijan at that time and decided to organize the people against Armenia's massacre. he created a new organization which was called DFI. DFI organization was against the Dashnakstyun party, Armenian party. Dashnakstyun, I mean, yes. So the purpose was DFI was to stop Armenian massacres against Armenians massacre against Azerbaijani Turks. So DFI, it comes from the Arabian language, guys, meaning that defense, yes, defense. It means that they defend Azerbaijanis. In order to defend themselves, they created organization. So then this organization, guys, in a short time, they weaponized Azerbaijani Turks. They gave weapons to the Azerbaijanis. Together, they punished Armenian leaders, Armenian military commanders. Let's say that. So in a short time, they stopped the Armenian massacres against Azerbaijan. They even killed many Armenians in Karabakh. So the formation of the DFI party organization changed the situation on behalf of Azerbaijanis in a short time. Why? Because we had only one problem at this massacre, guys. We had not organization. We were not well organized in comparison to Armenians. Yes. So after that, of course, so Azerbaijanis also managed to defend themselves and killed many Armenians as well. So after that, of course, Armenians stopped the massacre against Azerbaijanis. So I mean, the role of the DFI party is great in prevention of the Armenian massacre against Azerbaijanis. Did you understand, guys, how we stopped the Armenian massacres at that time? DFI party. So who was the founder of the party? Ahmed Bey Agol, famous Azerbaijani writer and intelligentsia, one of the representative of Azerbaijan intelligentsia, Ahmed Bey Agol. Not only him, but also, for example, Azerbaijani millionaires and the businessmen, they also give financial support to the DFI party to prevent Armenians massacre. Yeah.
Who was in the party was killed?
What Ayhan?
Whoever was in the party were killed.
I don't understand your question. Your voice comes from the long distance. I cannot hear you properly.
Whoever was in the party, were they killed?
In the party were killed?
Yeah.
No, actually, the members of the party were actually not the military staff. Actually, they were mainly the people, intelligentsias. So they had not any military skills, yes, but they learned it in a short time. They learn how to control the weapons, how to use it, yes, because Azerbaijanis had not military skills at that time to fight against Armenia. Why? Because Russian government had not allowed Azerbaijanis to participate in army. That's why we lacked the military skills. We even did not know how to fight, how to use the weapons. It was another disadvantage of Azerbaijanis in that massacres. But in comparison to us, of course, Armenians, they had military skills. So that's why they had superiority over Azerbaijanis in that massacre. So that's why at the beginning they managed to kill Azerbaijanis, many Azerbaijanis or so. Did you understand?
Yeah. Also,
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I'm not sure if I had it before. Like, you asked how they killed it. Wasn't it like the Five Party? Because the five was an Arabic word meaning for to defend oneself. Like, so they defended each other.
Yes, you're right. So, but this party was against Armenian Dashnakstyun party. Yes, the Five Party in its statement said that we don't have any intention to take any land. We don't have any intention to kill the innocent people. We just want to prevent Armenians, political Armenian figures, to prevent Armenian massacre against Azerbaijanis. Yes. Can you please compare that statement with the Dashnaktun Party's statement? How are they different from each other? Dashnaktun Party statement and DeFi Party statement. DeFi said that we don't have any intention to harm and kill innocent people. Yes, we just want to prevent Armenians massacre. But what DeFi, Dashnaktun Party, Armenian Party, said that we are, in order to restore the great Armenian state, we are ready to kill Azerbaijanis as well. So Armenians are our enemies. Yes, but DeFi Party never said that Armenians are our enemies. They said that we wanted to prevent Armenian massacre. Yes. So guys, what I want to say, we have never considered Armenians our enemy. This they just thought that first, that yes, so that Azerbaijanis are the Azerbaijani Turks are the Armenians enemy. Not only Azerbaijanis, but also modern Turkish people, yes, as well, because they think that Azerbaijanis and Turks, yes, are the same. Yeah. So are we same people, guys? Azerbaijan and Turkish people?
Yes. No, because
we're like both Azuk Turks, but like not really the same. Like,
yes, you are right.
I think they were because they share the same nation. I don't think.
Yeah, we are both of us.
Share the same language. Just because we share the same language doesn't mean we share the same nation.
Why we share the same language?
Have a Turkish nation. Azerbaijan has an Azerbaijan nation. Different things.
Yes, of course we are different nations. Yes, but when it comes to origin, so we share the same origin. Actually, we are both of us, as Jalil mentioned, both of us are Azerbaijan Oghuz Turks. Yes, that's why we speak in the same language, because we are speaking Oghuz branch of Turkish language. Oghuz branch, yes. Our origin is the same actually, but we are separate nations because ethnic identity is a little bit different. As do you remember we have discussion on the formation of nations? I said that can you please turn off your mic, guys? Okay, what I said that one of the main elements forming the nation is language, yes, but they need to share the same territory as well to be formed as a nation, to be the same nation, yes. But we don't share the same territory with Turkey. Yeah, we just speak in the same language. That but we don't have the same territory. We are separate nations, yes. Azerbaijanis, I mean, it's a little bit different. Okay, but Armenians thought that Azerbaijanis and Turks are the same people. They even called us what? Tatars. Yes, Turks, Tatars. Yes. So guys, so my question is that why do you think, guys, Russia intentionally, again, the same question, just I want to make sure that I want to be sure that you know what's the reason that conflict emerged at the beginning of 20th century. What was the reason Russia, so this Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict emerged at the beginning of 20th century? Why? But not why not before, but especially at the beginning of 20th century?
It's because like it's at that time when Russia told them that that apparently their lands have been stolen.
But why? Why especially Russia created artificial conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia at the beginning of 20th century?
So they don't have to deal with Azerbaijan themselves.
Yes, yeah, you are right. You want to say that actually Russia had an internal problem in order to change the attention of the people from the domestic problems to conflict. Yes, so that Azerbaijan is yes.
Because Russia took a part of Azerbaijan's like land, didn't maybe like the Russians thought that the Armenians were trying to like take part of their land.
Yeah. And so by creating conflict, it would be easy to control the Azerbaijan territories. Yes. So because Azerbaijanis were not satisfied with the Russian government at that time. There was a strike in Baku. Workers protested against the Russian government, so that Russian government wanted to Azerbaijanis to be involved in a conflict and forget their problem with the Russian government, let's say internal problems, and the living condition was not satisfying in Azerbaijan. That's why they protested against the Russian government. Russian government wanted to change the attention of them from the internal problems to conflict. That's why, as well as in so Azerbaijan was playing very important role in Russian Empire, especially because of its oil. Yes, so Russia never wanted to lose Azerbaijan territories. Whenever there was a threat, Russia would lose Azerbaijan territories. What they did, they created conflict with Armenians. Yes, it is actual for today as well. For example, whenever Azerbaijan had tendency to be part of the European countries, to European Union or the NATO, or yes, in that situation, Russia intentionally created a conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Yeah, did you understand? So
Yeah.
right now, I just want to ask you: is our conflict with Armenians goes back to the ancient times or no?
Yes.
Yes, because I think
all
it
started
did
back
happen
then.
in 1905, which was like an ancient time.
Yeah, it kind of
It's
was.
not ancient, but now we are talking about the modern period. So 1906 and 1905 and 1906 is not so old time, yes, just modern time. So we cannot say that our conflict, the history of our conflict lies to the ancient times. We have never had any problem with Armenians before the Russian occupation, before falling under the Russian control. Yes, before that we have never had any conflict with the Armenians, guys. Keep in your mind. Don't forget that. So when we say, for example, we have always conflict with Armenians, it's funny. Yes. Please don't say the same thing when someone asks you. Yes, because it's not the conflict goes back to the ancient times. So, but how many wars do we have with Armenians, guys?
3, no 4.
Two wars. Yes.
Oh,
Two. One for first Karabakh War and second Karabakh War. Yes.
I thought
We have. Well, which one? What is this third one? I will have a separate lesson for first and second Karabakh War, but guys, in order to the conflict to be war, first of all, the conflict should be between states, but we were not state at that time. That's why we don't call conflict as war. For example, I don't call this conflict, I mean at 1905 and 6, war. Why? Because Azerbaijan and Armenia had not state at that time. So
also,
in order
weren't there 3? There was one 1905 to 1906. There was one 1918 March 31st, and Hodgley massacre.
It was massacre. It was not war. It was massacre because why it was not war? Because we didn't have a state at that time. War happens between states. We were not state at that time. Yes, that's why we call it massacre. Guys, have you ever heard about Armenians claim that Turks committed massacre against Armenians as well? Have you ever heard about that? They also claim that Azerbaijanis, not Azerbaijanis, but modern Turkey, Ottoman Empire, massacred Armenians, committed genocide against them. Have you ever heard about this claim on the television or? You know, don't you? Don't you hear? Have you ever seen watched any television news? So Armenians claim that modern Turkish government committed crime against them, genocide against them?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, of course. How? In 1915, the First World War, yes, Armenians claim that modern Turkish governments committed genocide against them as well. But is it correct or not? Actually, of course, no, because it was just a resettlement policy. So let me share one video. So maybe it will help you to understand the process. But it's not about the conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia, 1995, 1905 and 96. Let me to find that.
Is it like a conflict between Turkey and Russia instead?
Yes, in the First World War, yes. Khojaly tragedy, we have not watched that yet, so it certifies a conflict. Yes, it is the second massacre. It's about the second massacre against Azerbaijanis, but I couldn't find a video about first one.
Counted 200.
Yeah, can you please watch it?
Okay.
Can you please mute because I can't hear the video from mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So please watch and try to understand why they committed crime against us. So Okay, guys, have you watched at least half of the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand. I understood it.
I was nearly done.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. So, guys, on YouTube and most of the internet resources are full of the fake news about the massacres. None of them talk about massacres against Azerbaijanis, but whenever you type into Google or YouTube, yes, what you will see is that Armenian massacre. So Armenians, the Turks committed crime against Armenians. Yes, there is no any video in English language. For example, today's topic, and I mean Armenians massacre against Azerbaijanis. This is the only one just prepared by Azerbaijan Minister of Diaspora. So just why I just wanted to share with you. What did you understand? Why from the video?
I understood that they killed loads of Muslims because Russia thought that they were rival enemies, and they would throw them in like a ditch with 80 Muslims in each, and there was like 200 ditches,
Mm-hmm.
and they would they said that they would like throw their organs on the side of the street for the
Yeah,
villagers to
it
see.
shows the scale of the crime,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So just what about you, Afshin?
Yeah. What do you understand in it?
The
Ashin,
committed
we just heard him did.
mm-hmm.
Can I just
Babatunde?
talk?
Yeah,
So,
come please.
so when the Azerbaijan were fighting, the Russia's government was doing something. I forgot what they were, and also the U.S. Militaries were doing something. I don't know while the government was doing something which I did not know. I'm not sure if anybody said this because we were still watching the movie, but lots of people did get ditched. Wait, I know now. Like lots of Muslims got ditched.
Uh-huh. So the what the
Afshin, I
first?
forgot to say
I
something.
say something.
Yeah.
Afshin, say me. Yeah. Oh, they killed lots in World War One. They won, but also they killed. Who won? Russia. Wait, no, that was
Russia.
Armenia, right?
So it was a
Armenia.
period of Russian war. Yes.
They killed everyone. I think.
Not
I think.
everyone, but more than 12,000 people were killed by Armenians at then this
Well, it was like
massacre.
a quarter of
And
Azerbaijan.
they also killed a quarter of and the Armenians killed a quarter of Azerbaijan, winning the war.
Why? But
Also,
why do you think?
people took it to a heart, and I think it's at this part they were cross-headed. I think.
Mhm. But why do you think they
Say.
had advantage over Azerbaijan? But how they could kill easily Azerbaijanis? But why we didn't defend us ourselves at
It's
the beginning of
because
this?
it's because the Azerbaijans they weren't organized, but the Armenians were. That's how they could easily
Yes.
kill them.
So
And
military skills
also,
as well. We didn't have a military skills because of the Russia deprived us from the participation in military Russian army. So we didn't
and
have
also
to use
the Armenians killed 2 million Muslims, yeah, and the
2
Russians
million
they
Muslims.
nearly 2 million Ottomans.
Okay. Ayhan, what about you?
This is
They killed 2 million Muslims, and they killed women, sick people, and elderly. Um, it,
Uh-huh.
if they couldn't escape, they were all killed.
Okay, so you are. It means that they even did not, for example, the FI party, yes, Azerbaijani party, never killed the innocent people or elderly or the women or the children, but they just killed only Armenians who were responsible for committing genocide against Azerbaijanis. Yes, but what Armenians did, they didn't even make distinction between the women, men, or the children. They killed everyone, whatever say so that. Okay, that's all, guys. So I haven't prepared any quiz for this class for this lesson because it is a topic needs to be discussed. Yes, so that's why. For the next lesson, I just want to talk about Azerbaijan Democratic Republic, the first Azerbaijan, the first state under the Azerbaijan name, first Azerbaijan Democratic Republic. So, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, I hope you understood why this conflict emerged between Azerbaijan and Armenia, and what was the problem at the beginning. We couldn't defend ourselves.
It's because we weren't organized, but the Armenians
Yes,
were.
so because Armenians had already created their organization in European countries, and they supported Armenians living in Azerbaijan and weaponized them. And Russia also was in the side of Armenians at that time. So and that's all overall. Okay, guys, if you don't have a question, so I just want to end the lesson. Have a nice weekend, guys.
This conference will now be recorded.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Ciao.